Jules, I'll stay with you as we look at the Premier League standings, because Manchester United have actually moved level with Spurs at 17 points, but 9th and 10th place, not where either of those clubs want to be at the moment. I don't know how your ice measuring skills are, Jules, but how thin is that ice that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is now skating on, do you think?
No, we would go back to what Ed Woodward said the last time he briefed us about the latest financial result, because that's the only time he speaks to us. He speaks to the media when he has to announce that the financial results at United are brilliant, because that's what they do. They're not very good on the pitch, but they're certainly very good off the pitch and bringing the money in. And he was saying, Solskjaer is in place for now. We trust him. We will back him in the January transfer window. We have time for him, etc., etc. I don't think today's game changes that. I don't think the next one or the one after that even changes that as well. He's there for a bit longer. I don't know for how long. I think he will finish the season. I'm not sure after this season, but for this season at least until January, I'm pretty sure he will still be there. It's just that he keeps making mistakes, and they're not always the same mistakes, but he keeps making mistakes, and he almost got away with it today, and in a way he did, because a point away at Sheffield United, I guess, is not a bad point, but he has to be very careful of not learning from his mistakes.
I agree. I don't think it would have made a difference today, even if they hadn't come back in this game and got something. I think if they'd lost 2-0 and trotted off back to Manchester, I don't think it would have been... Well, we might have been discussing whether he's going to be in a job or not, but I don't think Ed Woodward and the board would. I agree with Jules. I think for the time being, they've made a decision. They're just going to stick with what they've got. Now, you can argue and say, well, if they are thinking about changing him in the summer, which I think they should be at the very worst, what plans have they got in place? That's another story, because you've got Pochettino out there at the moment, but he's not going to be out there for long. So now you're in a scenario of he's one of the guys that you're looking at. Do you wait? We discussed that last week when Pochettino went. So, how proactive are Man United in the process of looking at other managers? Because they can trot out this line all they want about how we're going to give him a bit of time and so forth, and they may do that. But long term, he's certainly not the man that I think that they believe is going to take them forward.
Shaka, shouldn't they just do it right now? If Pochettino is sitting there, he's not going to be sitting there for long.
And that's the only question here. I think was it Julien was on the show last week saying that there is some suggestion that Pochettino has a clause in his agreement with Spurs.
Yes.
That he can't Ogden. Oh, it was Mark Ogden, that he can't take on another Premier League team till the end of the season.
We don't know yet.
If that's the case, right, let's assume that is the case, that Pochettino has this clause that he can't take on another Premier League team till 2020-21 season. If I'm Manchester United, I'm approaching him right now all the same, with that in mind, with the end of this current season in mind, because I think it's clear that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not the man that is going to make Manchester United the club that they were under Sir Alex Ferguson. You need somebody to at least move you in that direction. I don't think Solskjaer is doing that either. And I think Pochettino, maybe he doesn't get you back to those heights, but he certainly steers you in that general direction. I think they're going the opposite way right now. You need to secure him, because he's not going to be available for very long.
Don't get me wrong, Pochettino or somebody else of that ilk doesn't come in and all of a sudden make this particular squad back into something special. It's going to take a lot more than that, but you need somebody at the helm who given the resources, is pretty much guaranteed to go and get the job done and get the club moving in the right direction.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.